your girlfriend should not be and cannot be your entire social life. And I think that this singular concept could actually save a lot of relationships and even save a lot of marriages. So, as everybody knows, women are the ones that exit relationships at the highest rate, right? It's not men leaving women, it's typically women leaving men. And so, even though there are like relationships and marriages that last, another thing that you need to look at is marital satisfaction. Those that stay together, very, very few of them actually report being in like a state of bliss. They might still be together, but they've essentially reported themselves as roommates. And kind of what this boils down to is the laws of human nature. As humans, if you look all the way back into our ancestral past, for as long as humans have existed, it's actually very uncommon that humans were lifelong monogamous. Now, I'm not saying that monogamy is bad, but what I am saying is that you're actually forcing something that is an upstream battle. It's an uphill battle or an upstream swim against our own biology. And so, like, this is a problem, if you want to get a girlfriend or if you have a wife or a relationship, maybe you find yourself in a platonic place. Maybe you find yourself in a spot where it's just not that fun or it's not that interesting and it's a little bit boring. And I'm going to explain exactly how that happens and why that happens and then what the solution is. So, when a man and a woman get together into a relationship, basically what happens immediately is there becomes a little bit of an imbalance of power, and then that imbalance of power where she gains power and you lose power, it's not a struggle to gain power, and the problem is that it's a struggle to maintain polarity. The woman wants the polarity just as much as the man does. And so the reason polarity begins to go down over time when you're in a relationship with a woman is because of competition, straight up, right? So, like, what keeps somebody invested in something is when it has value, right? Or when it's in demand. The more in demand something is, the more expensive it gets. Something can't be expensive if it's not in demand and then simultaneously low in supply. So what happens is because men are active and women are passive, the demand for the man goes down and the demand for the woman stays sometimes equivalent to where it was at prior to the relationship beginning. And what I mean is that a woman, especially if she's attractive, doesn't have to do anything really to maintain her demand in the sexual marketplace. And actually, men are to blame for this because even if a woman is married, or even if a woman has a girlfriend, or if a woman is single, she's basically still going to get the same treatment from society, meaning that the clerk is going to, flirt with her at the freaking gas station. Guys are going to find her Instagram account, and despite the fact that you're on her profile, they're still going to like her photos and still try to slide into the DMs. And, even if she's at the gym by herself or just walking the dog, there's going to be men that stop and approach her, and again, it's because just, biologically and evolutionarily, women are kind of passive in the sexual marketplace and men are active. So even if she's married to you, she's still getting hit with that demand. And so what that does is, because of the whole, supply demand, frame dynamic, her value, and especially this is true in her mind, it stays up here, right? And what happens with the man? Well, like, as the man, you're in a relationship, you're no longer actively like generating any sort of like leads. You're not approaching women anymore. You're not swiping with women anymore. You're not like hitting on the barista, and the barista, the cute girl, definitely isn't hitting on you, right? Like, women aren't sliding into your DMs. They never have and they never will. Women aren't approaching you. They never have, they never will. So your demand is going down. This is just the reality. This is the reality. She can feel it and you can feel it. And so, unfortunately, her power goes up and your power goes down. And I hate to make this about power dynamics because, relationships aren't just a matter of like who's more powerful. But, and women might argue with me, but it's human biology. Women are attracted to power. Yeah. So the thing is that the polarity goes down when she gains more power than you. And so, like, how do you counterbalance this? How do you counteract this? Like, what is the solution here? Like, how can you help yourself? Well, the only way you can help yourself is to make sure that your woman is not your only social circle. Okay, so a lot of guys will like cut off their male friendships and they'll stop going to dinners, they'll stop going out, they'll stop accepting invitations to things, they'll stop creating invitations to things and planning things. And, basically they domesticate themselves, right? They completely remove themselves from the market. So therefore, there's just no opportunity for them to have value anymore. Like they've basically just become a hidden gem that's never going to get discovered because you're not being, nobody's like kind of like looking for you, So the thing about having a social circle and having friends and having, valuable male teammates and friendships and stuff like that is that's where like opportunity can arise where without cheating on your girl or without like, stepping out of the relationship, it's perfectly reasonable for you to get invited to that birthday bottle service table. Okay. And it's actually then perfectly reasonable for you to then accept that invitation. And it's even perfectly reasonable for you to go if she can't make it or if if she wants to stay home, right? Like this isn't a direct reflection of infidelity or stepping out of your relationship, but what this is you doing is exercising independence and demonstrating that you still have powerful connections. And so now you need to obviously be in an environment where maybe there's women there, but that's not your fault. Right. And so if women are talking to you, that's not your fault. I'm not saying entertain other women. I'm not saying cheat. I'm not saying flirt. I'm not saying any of that. But it's important for you to understand that to maintain power, right? In other words, her attraction, because that's the goal, right? As men, like if we didn't need to have power, we wouldn't. If women just loved us without power, then that would be awesome, but that's just not the reality. So, like, these are the little things that you need. The reason you need a social life in a circle and you need to maintain it, and you need to make sure that, hey, look, if you're looking to have more than just the regular, just, like roommate situation, platonic thing, one way or the other, you're needing to maintain your stature. And this comes down to strength, it comes down to self-reliance, and it comes down to, your ability, your desirability. So maybe you're like showing her that in another way. Like maybe you really excel in your career and you go out of town for business, that can create this sort of like the concept of dread, where in her mind, she has to miss you, where she has to wonder where you're at, where she has to, let her mind kind of like play tricks on her in a sense, where she needs to, from time to time, wonder like, could I lose this guy? Am I, do I deserve this man? Like these are questions that she cannot ask herself if you're not exercising self-reliance. If you're not actually physically like exercising some form of independence. That's really what it comes down to, man, is guys lose their independence within their relationships. And so that's the moral of the story. Your girlfriend or your wife can't be your social circle. You have to have independence. It's really important for her attraction to you, right? So by going out and doing these things, it may feel counterintuitive, but as long as you're being genuine and you're not, as long as you're maintaining fidelity and you're not overstepping boundaries, you're doing her a favor. And of course, women would probably say, oh, this is, that's toxic or that's playing games, but it's not. Maintaining your independence is not a game, it's a non negotiable. So if you're a guy that, has a girlfriend and you don't know where to, maybe the bedroom is dying and maybe like, respect is going down and the polarity is gone, then I would recommend that you begin to start building communities and hosting events because that's a value that you're providing and it's perfectly reasonable for you to do this. It can help you to make more money in your business. It can help you to make male friendships and it's naturally going to get you invited to things and put you in situations and environments where you can be desirable and then you can maintain your value. And because your value is maintained, so is the polarity. So if you need help with something like this, if you're a guy that's, found himself, sensing that sort of that lack of social value, then hit the link that's below this video. I'm going to walk you through my school community course where you can do a 7-day trial. I show you how to launch Instagram ads in your city, put together communities, and host these container events that are co-ed, men and women. And this is going to be something that could either help you get into your next relationship, and it's definitely going to be something that's going to help you keep your current relationship if you have one. So hit the link that's below this video and I will see you on the inside. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.